get this game underway. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can.
A 14.
Return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. On the move is the 30. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Bounced off his feet. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He'll do it himself. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the first down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
This time it's complete. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Bernard. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Got it in the middle, it's Morris. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
To the air, it's Simon. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Temple 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. A first down for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The sure hands, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that is your job. The O-line protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is,
afterburner's coming. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in his group, David, if I were allowed to have to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw it again. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Really nice job there as the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Back to pass, it's Simon. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Grab behind the line. It's Morris. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it. Defense coming up with huge fumble recovery.
I'll tell you what, that one stings a little bit. You're trying to get a drive together, trying to get some points to dig out of your hole. Now you turn it over right before the half. All the momentum shifts straight to the other side.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call and the officials? Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Going for the return. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone.
1st and 10.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown tie!
Touchdown, Alabama. Number 2.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The kicker is on for the extra
And the
point.
extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Fair catch called for and made. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Simon. Trying to beat the D deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Alabama 14, Temple 7.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Trying the left side. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Gain of 1. Third down coming up.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Caught in the backfield, it's Adams. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Coming after it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Off play action. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third down, going up top. Finds the tight end. Got enough space. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter.
14, Temple, 7.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Brings up second and goal.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Number 12.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. And he's going to run it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Take over. First and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score.
And here's a fumble way behind the... They get him for a safety. He tried with everything to scoop it up and get it out of the end zone, but they were there to stop him.
You talk about flipping the script. How about this defense? Great job. Tie game. Everything on the line. Making a big play. Getting to him. Forcing the safety and getting the football back. There's still time on the clock, but that was a game-changing play.
This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Back to throw, it's Simon. He makes the connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This offense has a second down play. Grab behind the line, it's Morris. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. A little release to the back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That is heartbreak city when you're a defense. You've got that one last shot to get your offense back on the field, maybe go tie this game up, maybe go win this game, and the offense executes. Just, man, that stinks for a defense.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The run from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. A little sports history, David. Upset is the